maybe slightly off topic, I also wanted to ask you questions about creating personal wealth. Because I think the biggest way to cripple somebody in their life is to make them financially dependent on somebody or any business also. Because when you don't have your own money, you don't have security or control over your business or life. So my question is to you, since you have been businessman for such a long time, business person for such a long time, is that do you invest, and if you do, what are some rules you follow or some advices you would advise you that you would like to give to new investors and youngsters of our country?
So let me understand the question, please. Okay. You are seeking some feedback from us about the type, the criteria we use or people use from a wealth as an investment into something that you would or entrepreneurs would do. What would be that criteria?
Yes.
Is that correct? Is that the question?
Yes, and what are some tips you would have liked to know when you started out or when you started out? What would you have? What you wish you had known back then? Could you tell something?
Sure.
Thank you.
Good question again. See, when somebody is thinking of a new company, a new idea, always remember that you are not finding a solution that a problem does not exist. You're finding a solution to a problem that already exists or is going to come about in the near future. So the whole electric car, we knew that the carbon footprint was going to be significant and we had to get off both the petrol, the diesel, all the fuel that was there. So that's where the whole electric car business came about. So it was imminent, it was going to happen, and it has already happened while in the process. So don't find a solution that the problem does not exist. That is number one. As far as, we are a little, all of us, a little older, I would say, and more experienced. When, no, I wouldn't say that. So, he said 2 generations, not 2 generations. But my personal, when I look at a business plan or an idea or anything, at any age that is presented, I look for 2 things. Number one, of course you got the first one, whether there really is a problem. The second thing is there a commitment from the founder, the inventor or the entrepreneur to this business? And do I see a passion in this? Because if somebody wants to do it just because अरे try करके देखेंगे, होता है तो होता है, नहीं होता है तो चले दो, फिर आगे देखते हैं दूसरा कुछ कर लेंगे, वो नहीं होता. I will not invest in that. I will not even give 1 hour of my time to an idea like that. So commitment and passion is a big thing that I see. Does that answer your question? I'll turn it to him.
Yeah. So I think those are critical elements of it. But the most important thing from a money point of view, as an investor, you're talking about we as an investor as compared to most other investors, right? I don't know.
Yes.
Both ways I can answer that question. Is there something that we can contribute that we know, that is our knowledge, our assets, our connections, our ability to help you grow that business? Because if we are just a source of money, there is lots of sources of money to make that happen for you. So I would invest in the human trafficking business because we know the connectivity that is required to get to Bill Gates foundations. We know how to get to those people that will fund those kinds of corporations. And essentially, I mean, there are two choices for us. Because we don't want to be the sharks in between. But we will take you and say, hey, you know, here it is. We will invest with them, or we will invest you first, and we will take you to this plan. If an investor doesn't like us, doesn't have a plan for you, then you shouldn't take money from people like us. So that's one. If you have to take money, because I have a very famous statement that I follow myself, that beggars cannot be choosers. If you are going for capital, and you absolutely have to have capital at any cost, then you should be ready to take the risks that are there. So some investors will invest money just because they want to play the numbers game. They invest in 10, just like venture capital people. As far as we are concerned, we will seriously choose to invest only if we can contribute to making you successful, and therefore be successful with our investment.